What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode and edition of the Fight Factory Wrestling Podcast. Your host, of course, Dave Sturchio. I'm sitting next to a ghost here.
Special guest,
Chris Payne, who is not gracious with his presence. And
hey, Dave, first time, long time.
Hey, buddy, listen, good to have you back, bud. Way better looking than Tommy, and way better to talk to than Tommy. Tommy is now running from the grind. He sent us a very unnecessary, not safe for work photo yesterday.
But is he running?
Probably not. I mean, let's be honest. He's not running.
I'm going to go with no on that.
I'm going to go with no as well. He sent us a shirtless picture with an American flag or some shit like that, and it was disturbing.
I actually framed it.
We reported him to the... What?
What?
I was going to say we reported him to the feds, but anyway. Hope Tommy's doing well on his family vacation. I remember those. No, I don't, because I don't get to take any of them. So anyway, it's Dave Sturchio. It's Chris Payne. It's another episode of the Fight Factory. How we doing, bro? You feeling all right?
Can you actually see the bags in my eyes?
No. You sound like CM Punk now, where he basically calls that out every time he has a promo. He's like, "You see the bags under my eyes?" It's like, buddy, we've seen them for the last 12 fucking years. We've seen them. You're
Fair
good.
Point.
But no, you look good. How's work? Everything all right? I feel like I haven't seen you since, when the hell's the last time I saw you? Raw?
Wait, hold on. What was the...
Or SmackDown? No.
What was the line from other guys? When he's like, September 2007. What was your last desk pop?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's 9:10. Make it a great day, everybody. Will you shut the fuck up? Anyway.
No, it's been challenging.
Yeah?
I've been to the Little League World Series twice.
Oh, yes. That's right. Your kid not playing in it. It's a friend of the family, right?
No, my wife's best friend's son is the catcher.
Okay. Does he hit dingers?
He does hit
Catchers
dingers.
are supposed to hit dingers.
For some reason, this South Shore team in Williamsport didn't hit dingers, but they did hit them in like regionals and whatnot.
All right, well that's good.
He had three. I think he had 3 or 4.
Nothing better. I
total.
My uncle Tom, way back in the day, it was the year after Tom's River won the whole thing. He took me to Williamsport, right?
Yep.
So, great scenery. I have a great
Have you been
picture.
there?
Yeah, no, I have
I
have a great picture of me and my cousins.
It's my first time there.
Oh, it's great.
Amazing. It's so much bigger.
They had a blow up RC Cola thing because that was the sponsor back then.
Any tab?
And I was side of the field? Yeah, right. And I had my Austin 316 shirt on because why not wear an Austin 316 shirt to the Little League World Series?
You know, smashing grape sodas.
Yeah, basically. But anyway, we're being brought to you by, speaking of grape sodas,
a couple of grape sodas.
A couple of grape sodas. Absolute Eyewear gets involved each and every week. Yeah.
Isn't it low tide?
Yeah, that's low tide.
Don't you got some cousins to pick up?
Absolute Eyewear. Craig and Janine, our favorite people over there. If you want to find the most authentic Yankees fan you've ever met in your life, go check out Janine at Absolute Eyewear.
It wasn't that dick.
I'm sorry?
What?
Wow.
Okay.
Santiago Sports, our friends over there. Go check out Tyler. I saw Tyler at Fanatics Fest, which was a great time. You have to put that on your bucket list to take Chase. I think it was so cool. Like, all the sports had different things. Like, you could hit off a tee to get your metrics. It was
like an experience. It wasn't just an autograph session.
You had what I was going to do, but I decided against it, was I was going to run the 40. But that would have torn every fucking last ligament that I have in my body.
I don't think they had enough insurance.
And the best part, yeah, right? Like, I step up, they're like, no. I'm like, what is that?
Step on the scale. Get off the
scale. No, what happened was I was gonna do it, and then they're like, oh yeah, since it's built this certain way, you got to do it with shoes off. Like, and run in socks. And I was like, oh, then I'll definitely tear everything.
I'm already slow.
Yeah, I was like, you're going to make me feel even slower?
Now I'm going to run like Rocky and Apollo on the beach.
Right. Just start clapping with Josh Chernoff. Like, yes. But yeah, so that was fun. The hockey thing was awesome because then you got the, kind of accuracy thing with the puck. There was a fucking octagon there, a UFC octagon, where the line to meet Holly Holm, since it was a free meet and greet for Holly.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh, I would love to meet Holly. Where's the line? So I see the line. I was like, only 4 people deep.
They're like 13.
Bro, there were 4 people deep. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to wait online and meet Holly Holm. So I went to the person that was there and working. And I was like, is this where the line is? She goes, actually, it's right there. Like, it's across the way. I was like, oh. And I looked. Miles and miles deep, and I was like,
it was around,
so Holly Holm,
it was around West 11th Street.
We didn't, we didn't meet, but they did have a full ass octagon. The coolest part about all this, and I was very pissed off that this happened when me and Josh were eating lunch. So we were eating lunch.
Dusty tribute
at the Fuku. No, we met up with Dusty. We met up with Macho Man.
McIntyre.
No, fucking Triple H, dude.
Oh,
when I I saw somebody post it. My boy Joe from the Angle podcast posted that Triple H came out to Triple H's music, and I was just like, I was just sitting there. You know, it's great because when you're there at the WWE World in Philly and the same thing. You get to come out to your own music, whatever music you choose. Every other entrance was doom doom. Wrestling has more than one. And everybody wants to do Cody Rhodes. And I was like, oh, cool, Cody Rhodes. Everybody's doing Cody Rhodes. But every other one after that was Uso. And everybody come out doing the fucking yeet thing. I'm like, dude. It was great. It's such a cool experience for all the fans and myself and any fucking wrestling fan out there. They had a great time.
They said they were having a lot of problems.
With what?
Just like the way that the handlers were.
The only issue I could see, and I didn't stand online for anybody because, one, I don't have the money. I don't have $300 to meet Hulk Hogan.
Two are grown adults.
Yeah, and that too. I'm an adult, and I didn't bring my kids.
Although McDonald would be a McDonald.
Wow. Kevin? Matthew McDonald?
Dude, don't even. I am so fat. It's disgusting.
But the lines were a little.
Hulk Hogan would be the only one to wait for.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan would be. His line, bro. They were like herding cattle. They're like, Group 1, raise your hand, and like 75,000 people were like, I'm Group 1.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
And they're like, don't remember, don't forget, it's only one autograph unless you have the double, and then it's 2. No photos unless you paid for the combo.
And don't get me wrong,
it's like,
they had
fucking serious?
They had a great lineup. There was Punk.
Oh, I know.
Cody. Uso,
I had every intention
Bianca.
I had every intention on going, but obviously my wife's friend. So that's how we ended up not going to FanFest, is because he was playing in the games.
Oh.
So we decided to go the one time, then they won again. So
but it seems to me that this is going to be continuing and an ongoing thing because
fuck Michael Rubens.
Why?
Yeah, just
not a fan.
I
want to get invited to his. I want to get invited to his white party.
Did you see him throw a fastball?
No, was it bad?
Right, because it was a slow ball because he threw it off the side of the net to the left. The guy's not an athlete.
It doesn't matter if he's an athlete. He's a fanatic.
He's exposing.
Well, in any event, it was an awesome event. Dude, first of all, and I mentioned this because I was mentioning Santiago Sports, the card breaking there and the collectibles there were just
I saw
unfucking real.
What was it? Gronk spiked his own card.
Signed it, and gave it back. Said, how much is it worth now? Dunce. He's a fucking dunce. Tom Brady was walking around. Gary V was there. It was like the who's who was there. I got to get there next year again
Gary
or whenever
V seems
they
like
do.
one of those guys that's an influencer online that you'd feel like you're never going to see, and he's not a real person.
Right.
And then you finally see him, and you're like, oh, I guess it could happen.
Yeah, no, he had a whole like massive little
entourage.
Well, no, he had like a corner setup where it was like all of his cards, all of his V friends and shit like that. It was all there, and I was like, man, it would be fucking cool as shit if he just showed up and he's like, hey man, what's going on? But he didn't show up, and he did eventually, and I wasn't there. But anyway, Super Bird Tequila, if you're thirsty and you want some drankage as the summer. Yeah, we got to call him actually.
He called me yesterday.
Oh, all right.
Didn't call him
you
back.
guys are on that call-to-call basis. I guess I'm just being left out in the cold. But Tommy Tequila, Superbird Tequila have been phenomenal partners with the Fight Factory. Very excited about that. RMJ Environomics. Of course, Tommy is not here to give the rundown of what they do, but they're awesome people, and they've supported the show and supported the brand. So amazing.
They
Mutts and
check
Pups.
the temperature.
In case you want to, they're a thermometer, really. Mutts and Pups. If you kind of, obviously, if you're going away on vacation, it's almost the end of summer, which I embrace as a bigger individual. I'm not a fan of the heat. So as it, these last couple of days when I got outside, I was like, now this is what I'm talking about. It was like 55 the other day.
I love the heat, but I walked outside and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, this game changer. So yeah, Mutts and Pups for all your dog walking and dog sitting needs, of course. And of course, Alliance Orthopedics, our official orthopedic of the Fight Factory podcast. So we just talked about Fanatics Fest a little bit. That was fun. Like I said, definitely a cool experience. Me and Josh, it's up in the air right now. We might be going to NWA 76 in Philadelphia to cover that. I had a great idea, and I don't know if I should put this on the air.
Nope.
I probably shouldn't. I'll talk to you off air about it. It's actually a really good idea. When it comes to pre-shows that me and Josh have already done. We've done it for GCW. We do it for WrestlePro. We've done it pretty much everywhere we've gone. At WWE, at SummerSlam. So the ideas are brewing. Big week for AEW. We'll get into that with All In coming up. I watched Dynamite for about 7 minutes last night for the Saraya and Tony Storm match because my daughter wanted to watch it. That's when I was like, this is awesome that she's enjoying this. I told her what a 2 count was as opposed to 3 count. She's starting to figure it out. And now every night she's like,
immediately put it on mute.
Huh?
I would have immediately put it on mute.
Yeah, well, you know what the worst part is? Her next experience was listening to David Adams ring announce for my match. I had it. I put on one of my old matches from like SWF, and I had my daughter watch it yesterday, and she got a kick out of it.
Never mind.
So I won.
Never mind. I'll tell you that joke off there.
I didn't win at WrestlePro ever, but I won everywhere else. But yeah, it's a booking thing. I would say.
Dude, welcome for the house.
Listen, bro. At least you're a former champ. You know
It's disgusting to say that I'm a former champ because my reign was horrendous.
You know, when it comes to your reign,
I got it.
Who did you beat to get it?
So that sucked. I mean, it was Big Ben and Mario.
Bakar.
CPA.
You beat CPA? He was the champ?
Not
No.
CPA.
CAQ.
CAQ.
And the one that ended my career, bitch.
But I beat them.
Who was the champ? CAQ at the time?
Yeah.
And then you pinned.
And it was a fucking... I'm almost positive it was like a false count anyway match or a fucking no DQ.
And you won the strap there.
I got Mario to throw... Mario went to go throw powder in my eyes. He threw it in CAQs, and then I put both of them through the table with a spear. Terrible spear.
You used my spear, bro?
I looked out of shape. It was well beyond the peak that I had peaked when I was working out with the
Franco.
Joe DeFranco.
So it's just Triple H's guy, no big deal.
It was a short reign. Wasn't long.
You and McIntosh worked for the title, right?
Yeah, McIntosh beat me. I separated my shoulder, and I never wrestled again.
That was your last match?
Yep.
We got to go out on better terms. I said to my daughter last night, she goes, "Are you ever going to wrestle again, Daddy?" I said, "Only if you want me to." And I was like, "Oh, I know a guy who has a promotion now, so don't get me fucking started."
Did you ever get the tag team championships?
No, I got a dusty finish with Gibbs. I hit him with Gibbs hit him with the belt. I speared Fala. 1, 2, 3. We won. They gave us the belts. I had my belt in my hands, raised it to the crowd. The crowd was going ape shit. And then another referee came out and said, no. They hit him with the belt. They're disqualified. And they gave it back to Black Hollywood.
I had a dusty finish against Bobby Wayward at the PD show. Staten Island.
Oh, back to blue. Yeah, I remember that show. That was good.
That was a dusty finish.
Yeah, so that was my only chance.
That was when I made fun of myself because it's like I work for the NYPD and I can't get anybody from the fucking from the bag and pipes unit to come down and fucking play for me. I had one guy.
They don't want to do it.
Drew McIntyre 2 months earlier was at Madison Square Garden, who was not a police officer and had about 25 bag and pipe cops.
Yeah, well,
so that was exciting.
Well, that's just know your worth. No, but I asked. She saw that Tony Storm had the championship. And then the next person that came out also had a championship. I forget who it was. Oh, it was, I forget who it was, but it was another champion. And she goes, "Daddy, did you ever win a belt?" And I was like, "No, honey, I never won a belt."
Was that bad?
Yeah, I was like, "I never won a belt." And then Steph looks at me, she goes, "You never won a championship?" I was like, "All right, relax. I don't need it from every angle here."
Was attacking me.
Yeah, like I had a successful, unsuccessful wrestling career. But anyway, I digress with all that shit.
Did you see MJF's promo with
Ospreay, bruv? No, I did not watch it. I think they clipped it into like 4 different clips on Twitter.
No, they clipped it right before he asked him about the fine and how much it is and everything like that to like Michael. Wow, I was about to say Sean Mooney.
Sean Mooney, go to sleep, dog. Damn. Sean Mooney. Holy shit. That's a reference. That's a blast Mooney. For a past. Wait,
Tony
so somebody, he asked how much he's going to be
He's
fined?
like, "Hey, how much is the fine if I hit him?" And then he fucking hits him. But I was
right in the
say, he said, I forgot what the verbiage was he said, but MJF goes, "And if she was with me?" And I was like, why does he sound like Sebastian Maniscalco right now? And then he said another line exactly the same way. "You wouldn't know. It wouldn't be your kid either." And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like,
what am I watching here? But that's going to be a hell of a match.
I thought it was hilarious because it was delivered like Sebastian Maniscalco.
I have to watch it now. Now it's must-see television. Because for MJF to turn it into he goes from Jewish to Italian real quick. But anyway, that's going to be a great match.
Wax.
Yeah. There's fucking clothes everywhere on the floor. All right.
You ever go to Ross? That dump.
WWE. Payne just watched Raw about 5 minutes ago. Like, definitely
not true.
Sped through it. No?
Like 11 minutes ago.
All right, it was a little bit before we started. But before we get into all wrestling on the bigger scale, we do want to give our condolences again to the Anawali family. We lost Alpha Senior last week WWE did a fantastic tribute to him. I think it was very, very well done. They showed it on SmackDown and on Raw. And, of course, we have Alpha Jr. coming into our KnuckleBRAWL in Staten Island to face Sean Donovan. And I know he's going to want to get his hands on Danny Moff as well. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. But, again, shout out to the entire family and the entire bloodline. I guess we could speak about that real quick before we get into Raw. It's not like WWE absolutely needed Jacob Fatu to rush back, but for him to get there in a fucking walking boot.
He super kicked him in that boot.
In the face.
In the mush.
Dude, and Reigns ate it, and I was like, oh my God. Those things are not soft.
PVC plastic.
It's like right in the mush, like you said. And first of all, shout out to Fatu for doing that. Keeping the whole look, he's probably banged up. I don't know what the extent of the injury is. I don't think it ever came out. Yeah, he's banged up, is what they said. But like for him to go in there, and not only that, when he's in the corner, for him to run and do a fucking mush thing in the corner, for him to run with a walking boot. This guy is a freak, dude. And by the way, I would say
deep bone contusion. I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah,
else.
probably like a nasty bruise. Yeah,
I wouldn't say
like, dude. When I hit my shin on anything, it hurts for days, right? Like that's just, and we're just standard humans. But like for a guy like this, a freak like this, dude.
You. That's rude.
I'm calling you a human. That's rude.
Standard.
We're all in the standards. But I did. Now available.
We're NARPs.
And now available on iTunes and Spotify. Jacob Fatu's music. Yeah, that damn good. And yes, it's on the rotation now. It's him. See, you'd be proud of me though, dude. I'm now off of one song.
Well, that's progress.
Right. So like I have the new Roman Reigns song.
Yep.
The new one, which again, debatable. I don't think it's as good as the original.
Not as good as the first one.
And I think it's too long.
Because that's the one that he played that at
WrestleMania.
At SummerSlam.
And SummerSlam. But it felt like too long.
Well, then that's the reason why. It's part of the reason why I had a problem with the entrance, because I'm waiting for the older music, and then you had Michael Cole wouldn't shut the fuck up, and then Corey Graves wouldn't shut the fuck up, and then Pat McAfee wouldn't shut the fuck up, and it's like I can't hear the words, but then I don't need to because they're not saying anything.
No, there's no words. So the new Roman Reigns song is on my shuffle, and so is Solo Sikoa. So is now Jacob Fatu, Braun Breaker, little Brock action in there, Triple H sometimes a Motorhead, because I keep getting called Triple H, which is like, yes, it's not insulting at all. I love it. But anyway, those are and then when I'm on the Stairmaster, I put on dun 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 dun. Oh, Sean! I'm just like, yeah, and I just
the old one.
The newer one. It sounded like Sensational Sherry. Do you remember? See, we're going back now. Do you remember all the WWF the music volumes?
Of course.
Okay. So, do you remember Volume 2 by any stretch?
I mean,
Volume 1 was like Full Metal.
Was like Volume 2.
But Volume 2
was like fucking
had some weird shit, dude. Weird. Stone Cold Steve Austin's music. You are completely pathetic. And then the fucking glass hit. I'm like, when did he ever?
Because that was in between the change from the.
That was on there? That was an actual thing?
I'm almost positive.
Because then at the end of the disc, because it's a disc, at the end of the disc was
the compact disc.
A country music guy singing Shawn Michaels. Do you remember that?
No, that.
Well, I think I'm cute. It's like the whole thing. I'm like, this isn't. He never fucking used this. Why is this on this disc?
You know that like fucking Jimmy Hart and Jimmy Johnston.
Jim Johnston
were the like the architects.
I'm going to ask you a question. This is highly debatable. Here goes the. No, I know.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, you watch that.
Heavy debate. Better music. Jim Johnston's music or CFO Money Sign with all the newer shit. And then now there's Def Rebel.
Yeah,
who's the better music?
You know where I'm going with that.
I mean, it's probably Jim Johnston.
Of course.
I mean, there's a heavy debate.
As some of those songs
but there's a
were.
heavy debate because then you got Orton, who was part of the CFO Money Sign thing, I think. And then
Orton's best music isn't even the music he uses now, so it doesn't matter.
Burning My Light was CFO
Light,
Music Sign, I think. Music Sign, listen to me. Money Sign, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't fucking Jim Johnston.
No, it wasn't. It was somebody. It was
Rev Theory?
Rev Theory.
Okay. All right. So that when they started,
that was like that break in between where they broke away from them and then not had an in-house
They started
guy.
doing like outside bands and
Motorhead
shit.
Used
Motorhead.
And then who was the other guys that did?
Saliva did Batista.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of people out there that think that Jim
Shaggy
Johnston's
did
music
Kofi
is
Kingston. You know how it is. It's crazy.
It's like, all right, great. Didn't you used to be Jamaican?
Whatever your accent.
Yeah. So yeah, now it's a heavy debate. I think there's people out there that might think that the newer music's better, and some of them are. I think some of these theme songs are great.
I just think that there were some songs back in the day that hit that nobody really paid attention to. So, like for instance, I'm telling you, go back and watch on Peacock. Go pull up anything Demolition did, and just listen to the music when they come out. And it's like, and it's like, okay, they're gonna come fuck people up, even though they're dressed like SNL.
LOD too,
right?
Dude, that, and then even like some of them didn't make sense. Like if you go back, and this show's off the rails already, but I like this kind of shit better.
Well, they were character themed too.
Well, that's what. But
so
no,
like you had the blowhorn for fucking Diesel, and it's
the truck, yeah. But I'm talking about like fucking Repo Man, Repo. But after that, it was like this. It was like Repo Man.
Yeah.
It's like fucking stars and shit.
Right, but
like,
it also sounded like
fuck?
It also sounded like Jimmy Slick was about to come out. Shuba la.
Super fly. Dude, fucking great.
Shuba la.
What was that? It wasn't even close.
No, I was making fun of the song.
Oh.
I just thought it was funny.
Like
Shuba la.
You know who had a really good fucking song in his heel days was Doink.
Yeah.
It's like bam 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 dun dun dun. And it's like, oh shit, all right.
He's a killer clown.
He's my bad clown. No. Right. So that was another one. I can go.
1, 2, 3.
And then there was
I am dying.
the Smoking Guns.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can go on for days. Anyway, let's get on to Monday Night Raw.
I'm gonna have to go with CFOs.
Yeah, after all the misses that fucking Jimmy Hart and company had, even fucking Isaac Yankem was just the drill.
Yeah.
Look, and now you got fucking this one calling. So yes. Anyway, great. We started off with some sad news on Raw because my guy, Pat McAfee, will be now taking a little bit of a sabbatical. He'll be returning for Netflix on Raw and, of course, the Royal Rumble and all that fun shit, but he's going back to College Game Day. So
it's unfortunate
sad
because
about that.
he has raised Michael Cole's level of commentary to a level it's never been. I actually enjoy it now. Because
you used to not like Cole.
I don't like Cole. But it's at a level now where it's like it's almost like he finally has a counterpart.
Now, what do you do? What do you think?
Get rid of everybody.
I think it's going to be Corey Graves back.
Did
you hear about what the hell they call it? Maple Leaf Pro? Have you heard about this new promotion being launched by Scott D'Amore in Canada? So he's doing, I think it's called Maple Leaf Pro. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. But he just hired his fucking play-by-play guy, Mauro Ranallo.
Really?
He's back. Mamma mia! He's the best.
We should have found him. Dude, he was the
Then I would have been out of a job.
He was the nicest human being on the planet.
I've never met him. I've always wanted to meet him. He has a fantastic documentary out there. I think it's called Bipolar Rock and Roller.
It should be called
such an
I got
awesome dude.
bullied by JBL and
what the hell?
Then I had to leave.
Seems that way, yeah.
When I did a round of NXT work, he was doing the commentary still.
Oh shit! Okay,
I went to the airport immediately after the show, but so did he. I'm on the line for Burger King because I'm not a fat ass, and he's online, and he turns and he goes, "Hey, Chris, what's going on?" And I'm like, "The fuck?"
Like Mauro?
I'm very honored that you remember my name. He goes, "I remember everybody I work with," and I'm like,
"He's got it." I mean,
shit.
You want to talk about?
And then we spoke for like 15 minutes at the airport. It was
I
nice.
think he's my favorite.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think it's not close. I don't think. Like McAfee's a color commentator, so that's my favorite color commentator.
Bro, in all commentary in all sports, he's my favorite.
Dude, even his boxing was great.
I just said in all sports.
Yeah, his boxing was great. His wrestling was great. Yeah, I don't think he got a fair exit from WWE. I really don't.
No, he got bullied by JBL.
Is that a thing?
That's what it supposedly went down.
Oh, what a dick. I didn't know that.
Oh, we didn't know JBL was a dick?
That's another theme song. That's just a Jericho thing, but now he's like, "Hi, guys!" And I want to fucking blow my head off. So anyway, yeah, McAfee's out. Hope he's good. Gunther.
We're gonna have to listen to fucking Corey Graves. Oh my god.
I think. I don't know what they do. Maybe they call somebody up from NXT. Maybe it's another former star. Maybe JBL comes back. I have no fucking
need to
idea.
get rid of some of those
JBL
talents.
actually walked out. Who'd he walk out? Ziggler?
Yeah,
At AAA?
He walked out with Nick Nemeth in AAA.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Or CMLL. One.
Either one of those. Gunther and Kaiser ganged up on Randy Orton.
It actually looked like a real knee strike.
Good promo. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it fucking did. Sheamus defeat Pete Dunne. Very odd finish to that. Did you see it?
No, because
Okay.
again, it's one of those instances where it's a match that I don't genuinely care about.
Okay, so here's how it ended. He does something. Oh, he puts Sheamus is dealing with a bum hand now. Like he got hit with a shillelagh 2 weeks ago.
I saw that.
So now he's got it wrapped up. Dunn puts his arm through the turnbuckle. So like it's through it. And he fucking kicks it, does this, blah, blah, blah. He's kicking it. But then Dunn goes to the opposite corner. I guess he's going to try to run and do something. Sheamus busts out of it.
Rips it open.
Rips it off, and then fucking hits him with the kick. What is it called?
Brogue.
The bro kick. Cleared him. And that was it. 1, 2, 3. Done. And I was like, wait, I feel like we're in the middle of the heat. Like, how did that happen? Great match, though. I liked it.
It's just I don't know, man. Like I feel like we've seen Butch forever.
Don't call him Butch.
I'm gonna call him Butch because
Not Butch. He's not Butch.
He's been around since the UK NXT.
I called one of his matches.
Days. I don't really care about it.
Battle Club Pro.
Well, I don't care about that either.
Pete Dunne. They had the whole crew there. It was him.
Yeah, I know. That was when they were fucking taking the Indies by storm.
Yeah. Then it all got to shit.
And I feel like that was like what 2017.
Good call, because that's exactly what it was. 2017. I was in the prime of my announcing days.
I was just coming into my stride in wrestling.
Did you? You might have been booked for that
had a
show.
child that might get
What the hell was it called? It was called the Kingdom something. I don't know. Whatever they were calling the Indies. Anyway, the Wyatt Six interrupted Ivy and Maxine's match and then attacked all of American Made. Great. Look, I think it's a very cool thing that every time the Uncle Howdy does
on him.
Huh?
They just concentrate on.
Well, that and then he got to do the
Gable.
Sister Abigail again. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very cool that they did that. That's all going to come to a head. You would assume at like a Bad Blood or some shit like that when that happens in Atlanta in October. But that was cool. CM Punk challenged Drew McIntyre to a strap match. Strap matches don't do it for me.
Yeah, strap-ons don't do it for me either.
Well, pause. Can you put your phone on silent there, Chief? What I really
Big business going on here.
Oh yeah, you still got the War on the Shore background. You got to change that up, dude.
Yeah, because I don't want to.
You got to put the third version of the KnuckleBRAWL poster up. Right. We've been having fun with this fucking event.
September 21st.
Yeah, come get your tickets. It's right here. Look, it's on the screen. KnuckleBRAWL. Yay. Kick it off. We're jazzed up about it. Okay. Now, yeah, I know. You're really going to get a kick out of this. It's really there. I swear to God, it's a light up sign, and he's just not knocking it over. He has his hand in the podcast now.
Guys, check out my sign.
Okay, cool. It's like a foam finger. And by the way, when I was at Fanatics Fest, they had a massive store. I did look again for the Yeet hands. No go.
I think that's just you covering your ass right now. You just like remembered it. And you're like, you
Ask
know what? Let me
Josh.
tell him.
Ask Josh how many fucking places I went to in Cleveland.
You're the only guy in 2 fucking cities that can't get to eat hands.
You know why? You know why? They're $20. So guess what sells the fastest? The cheap stuff. And it's gone. I literally went up to one guy. I go, hey man, you got any more of those Yeet hands? He goes, dude, they sold out in like 3
That's when you
minutes.
punch him in the dick and take him.
But
off.
he had, and I was like, how about those glasses? He had the Yeet glasses.
Oh no, we're good on the glasses.
Oh, you're good on
I'm
the
not
glasses.
I bought 20. I have a mission, a plan here. I bought 25 pairs of bootleg blue like shade sunglasses.
Okay, why 25 pair?
It wasn't. I bought 15 blue and 10 yellow. They look exactly like Jay's sunglasses.
Okay.
The yellow ones he wore at SummerSlam. He came out with the yellow ones. Remember?
Sure,
I said,
yes.
fuck. I'm gonna have to buy Chase those too now. And I went on Temu.
Okay.
Glasses were $1.92 a piece. So I
Is
put
Temu legit?
I
Oh.
bought 25 pairs of those. And my buddy's wife's making me the Yeet stencil on the thing. I'm gonna sell them on eBay for like $25, $30 a piece.
Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. All right? And I think Payne's got a plan. So, yeah, the only thing I don't like about strap matches is I feel like it's so gimmicky. It's like, and then I'm going to go over there, I'm going to hit this corner and hit the, like it's fucking Legends at a Hidden Temple or some shit.
And I'm gonna run and then I'm gonna pull it because I came to.
Yeah, right. So, I'm not a big fan of strap matches. I know they're going to beat the shit out of each other, and by God, let it happen. So we were talking about it right before in pre. Odyssey Jones joined the New Day to defeat the Final Testament. I don't like the fact that Final Testament keeps losing these matches because it's going to crush them. And this was their last chance to really get off the ground as a dominating faction. I don't think it's happening anymore. I don't know. I could do without the Authors of Pain. I could do without those guys.
It's funny you say that. I was just thinking about this yesterday because I was watching it. And I was like, Cross could easily be a stud.
Cross
if they just gave him.
Dude, they don't let him.
Don't tell me, Chris. You got 2 more.
They don't let Jesse Ventura. They don't let him. They don't let him. They just. I don't know what it is where they just don't want to let him shine. I can't figure it out for the life of me. He's got a fantastically gorgeous valet. He could be the heat magnet that he wants to be.
Remember back in the day I was saying we need more factions of more than 3?
Yeah.
And we finally have 2, and they break one apart, and then they have now this one they don't do anything with.
It's like almost as if they expired. But we were talking about Odyssey Jones.
Come on, guys, shelf life.
Odyssey Jones has broke onto the scene now. Literally, because everything he touches probably breaks. He's huge. This dude is a force. But
he looks like Elsa's castle.
Maybe we do a little bit more flattering on the gear.
Horrible gear.
You know what it is? It's not horrible gear. It's a horrible color.
No, it's
because Mark Henry had the same shit and he looked awesome. When Mark Henry wore black gear,
dude, his gear's horrible.
The color is wrong.
Right, so it's horrible. It's horrible.
Sure.
It's terrible.
He just doesn't look right.
You know, you do with horrible things, you throw them out. If it's terrible fucking color, it's terrible gear.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of
the light
of his gear and
the baby blue.
Yeah, his fucking moose knuckles at the bottom. It's just not a good look. But the guy that I've been talking about for a couple weeks now came out and did his thing again, and that was Big Bronson Reed. He takes down the Miz, like you were saying before in pre. Shout out to the Miz, man. He's just a team player.
Team player.
He really is, dude. We saw
anything.
R-Truth do it. We saw Seth Rollins do it. Maybe Seth Rollins needed a vacation or something. But now all of a sudden, Bronson Reed. Now here's what I'm thinking. I think they pulled the trig a little too quick with Braun Strowman coming out. He came out to save him, and I'm like, okay,
save who?
Miz. Oh. So like I'm like, all right, wait. So are you gonna have Braun Strowman as like the new competitor against, and then what if you want to keep Bronson Reed strong, you have him beat Strowman.
Then you make him look weak.
Handedly.
So it doesn't matter.
But it's Strowman. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he needs, but if you want to keep building this guy, you're going to cut the legs out from under him if you lose to a guy like Braun Strowman. Because it's like, okay, I took out Truth, I took out Rollins, I took out fucking Miz. They're all little people.
Without sounding like a dick, though, I don't see what the appeal is about Bronson Reed. Like, is it the big man?
But it's just
athletic, or
it's
is
just
it
about
ferociousness, ferocity.
Listen, the only thing I could say, and I said this last week, the hardest thing, the amount of times the guy goes to the top rope. It's got to take a lot out of a bigger guy, dude. He did like 17 tsunamis in the last 2 weeks. Like, he keeps climbing the top like Kong.
So and then coming. He's got good wins. Good for him.
Better win than I ever had. Priest versus Dom never happened because Judgment Day and the Terror Twins all went at each other. That's going to be, I know there's a mixed tag match booked for Bash of Berlin, which is going to be Dom and Liv against the Terror Twins. So that should be fun.
Hopefully that's the end of it, but it won't be.
We'll see. Alba Fire and Dawn defeats Damage Control and the Damage Control and Pure Fusion Collective. Has there ever been a worse name for a trio? The Pure Fusion Collective. Somebody make it make sense.
Hold on. Who the hell is that? What's name Prime?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes, those girls. So yeah, not a big fan of the name. The girls kick ass, but not a fan of the name.
No, they don't. Stop it. Stop it.
I like
Zoe Stark, wonderful personality. I don't know.
I like Zoe. That's really it. But I like.
I still think that she was rushed.
Possibly.
They wanted a bigger girl, and then they got Jade. So then they had Zoe. Now she's in a faction that's probably not going to mean math anything.
Yeah, we'll see. And then, of course, Randy Orton defeats Ludwig Kaiser. And the show ends with Gunther and Orton going at it at each other. I was already in the bag, high as a kite. I missed the end. Wow. I must have fell asleep. Oh, maybe I saw it. I don't know. But it's coming up to a time, man, and I'm just going to forewarn the viewer that once Monday Night Football starts, Raw goes to the wayside for a little while. I will catch up on Tuesdays
Better
and
hope there's
shit.
some shitty Friday football games.
Yeah, well, I mean, Well, there is no Friday football game, so I can watch SmackDown. Well,
College, bro.
on Friday nights,
Yes.
it's high school.
Okay, first
But
of
this
all,
week 1 in the NFL
I've
is
been
Green
watching
Bay.
college football my whole entire life. There are 1,000% like 3 games on Fridays.
Yeah, it's like Hawaii.
Right, games you don't want to watch.
And they start at 10. So it's like
fine
they're
by
going to
me.
compete with Collision or
What
Rampage.
are you doing downstairs? I'm watching Boise versus Wyoming.
I love this blue field.
That's great. You see the orange end zone?
I'm actually going to get into I'm going to try this year. I'm going to try to follow college football a lot more. But I'm also going to really zero in on Rutgers football this year because I really think they have a decent program, and I think their schedule favors them. They might actually go like 8-4, which is crazy.
So I used to at 2 times in one show at DeFranco's. Their main running back that led the Big Ten.
Ray Rice?
No, Kyle Monungai.
Kyle Monungai.
He's their main running back.
Oh, right now?
Right now.
Oh, okay.
He beat out anybody from Michigan, Ohio State, all those schools. He had more running yards.
Well, that's why I think they're
and
going to have. I think they're going to have a good year because they don't play Michigan
have a
and they
great
don't
year.
play Ohio State and they don't play Penn State.
But the kid's a fucking beast. So I think they have a good chance this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. New quarterback too.
Yep.
Wimstat's done.
And it's still Shiano, right?
Yeah, still Shiano. Without getting too crazy about AEW's Dynamite, because I really didn't watch it. We already touched on the MJF promo that was there. I tell you what, Chris Jericho defeats Tony Billington, but Billington looks fucking awesome because he just looks like Dynamite Kid, dude. It's crazy how much it's crazy, the lineage there. Big Bill attacked Hook, so that's a match that's coming up. We'll do some predictions real quick. FTR and Darby.
I got your prediction right here.
Defeats you could say it in person now. Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson had their final showdown. What?
To who?
To who? What?
Say it in person now to who?
I'm saying.
Oh, you mean here?
Yeah, you're actually here to say it sucks. All right. So
it all sucks.
It all sucks. All right. All in predictions. Let's do it. Let's run through it real quick.
I don't know.
Chris Statlander and Stokey versus Willow and Ishii. Winner chooses stipulation for All Out. What?
Statlander.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, give it to Statlander and Stokey.
It's of course going to go heel.
You would have to assume. Casino Gauntlet match for a future World Championship match. What?
Whatever.
Okay. She didn't write down.
This is the
Shay, you didn't write who's in it, so whatever.
I got that guy.
Tony Storm and Mariah May for the Women's Championship.
Mariah May.
Here's the thing, okay? I let my daughter watch this shit last night, and this is where it gets tricky because you got to be careful. My daughter's 5. Why on earth is Tony Storm kissing everybody? My daughter just had to subject herself to Mariah May and Tony Storm making out, and then like Saraya making out. It's like, dude, can we just fucking wrestle?
I don't understand what they're doing over there.
I have no idea.
172 different championship belts.
Yes, that's never good. You wind up looking like
storylines are all over the place. Fucking.
But their pay-per-views always fucking, as Tommy D would say, slap. They really do. They're very good at doing pay-per-views.
They put on fucking
great matches.
Indie Manias.
I guess, yeah. I guess these are like super cards or some shit. You know what I mean?
I can't get invested in some of these guys and their storylines and some of these friends that are just still in the business because they're friends. It's like, it's got to stop. Jesus Christ.
We talked about MJF and Will Ospreay for the American.
Talking.
No. Just before you get in trouble.
With who?
I'm kidding.
With who? 43-year-old man over here. Well, I'll be 43.
When's your birthday?
Who the fuck's going to say something to me?
When's your birthday?
April.
April. I'm going to be 43. When? Next year at some point. My birthday's in 2 weeks. What is everybody getting me?
I'm not getting you a fucking thing.
Get me some tickets for KnuckleBRAWL.
If I liked you, I would have got you that fucking Shawn Michaels on the zip line from Mattel that they just came out with. Dude, but I don't like you, so.
Fuck. Don't fucking tease me like that, man. Well, is that like standard price? Or is that like super duper?
No, that's the price.
I don't even know what the price is.
I think it's $34.99.
$34.99 for a Shawn Michaels action figure with the zip line, and decked out in the white,
decked out in the fabric gear and stuff like that.
It's fabric gear,
soft goods. All
right, well, listen, if you don't get that for me,
and the presentation with the box is cool. So,
I love it. So, what do you think, MJF or Ospreay? Is Bruv gonna win it across the pond, Bruv?
How long has MJF had the belt?
4 days.
What's his contract stipulation say?
Right. No, he's been champion for not long, and he turned it into the American Championship when it was supposed to be the International Championship. So I think
he retains.
I think so too. I think it's too early for Bruv to win. I get it, home field advantage, but you really want to get those Brits fired up.
As the youngins say, let MJF cook.
Yes, let him cook. There's a coffin match for the TNT Championship. There's
know.
fucking a million championships. You're right.
How many Undertakers
Women's.
are on this?
I'm just gonna say this: Women's, American, TNT, TBS, FTW, Tag Team,
the Owen
Trios, and the main title. That's 7, 8 belts.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
Night of Champions, brother.
Night of Champions, brother. Jack Perry and Darby in a coffin match. That'll do it for Payne.
No one cares. No one cares. Honestly, stop trying to turn this 137-pound dork into a fucking superstar. It's not happening. And if he would have slapped me
Talk
the
about
way
Darby?
no.
Oh.
Darby is at least fucking like whatever. I'll give him kudos before I give the other one.
Jack Perry.
I'm sorry.
The
The scapegoat, whatever, right?
Scapegoat, yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, at least we know where Payne falls on this one. He's going to pick Darby Allin here to win this
Bro,
match.
I watch from afar. I don't know you personally. Don't care either way, though. But everything that I see, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Moving
You're
on.
137 pounds. There's not one. Bro, you fucking try to glom me.
You say that, but
at 137 pounds and I'm 240,
So-
and I'm supposed to sit there and fucking take it and pretend. Oh my
with
God.
that argument, though, and then how believable is a guy like Hook? It's another small guy.
I'm on record saying not believable.
Oh, okay. So he's not a fan of the smaller human being, is what he's saying. So if you're
I'm
small,
not a-
if you weigh less than 175 pounds, you're dog shit.
I'm not a fan of nepotism. Sorry. Can I say that right to the camera? So, like, I'm not going to get in trouble. I have no other person.
His father was killed in a fucking Winnebago. That was on 90210. Never mind. He actually died in real life, too.
Who?
Luke Perry.
Oh.
That's why I was doing the fucking 90210
I was
theme
still
song.
on Hook. So
Okay.
again, probably a very wonderful guy.
Well, you said nepotism. I was talking about Perry.
I've actually heard wonderful things about Hook.
I have too, and he's trained, and he can go, and his entrance is dope. With the Hook sign, with like Batman.
No.
You don't like it?
The statement before that.
Yes. Okay. All right.
I'm not being rude. He just needs more training.
I agree. All right. TBS Championship. Britt Baker, Mercedes Moné. Look, I have not
Both come across as headaches.
I've never seen such a fucking pile of money be fucking pissed away like I saw from Mercedes. I can't get behind. Pause. I can't root for. I don't know. I don't see it.
I can't root for either one of them. Go ahead.
I like Britt. I do like Britt Baker. I do. So I want her to win this thing.
Everything. So listen, we're dirt sheet reporters, right? Because we don't.
I mean,
we don't have.
I don't like doing that, but yeah.
No, not reported. Listen. We get a lot of our information based off of dirt sheet people.
Sure.
I would say that.
Dirtbags.
We're not reporters
All
of that.
of
We get what we get.
Sure.
It is 'cause,
Sure.
You know, we don't know enough people. Even though that's a fucking lie. Anyway, but if you listen to the reports and like how everything comes out, like I don't care about either one of these two in this match
They don't seem like they're team players.
at all.
It doesn't
At
seem
all.
that way. Yeah, it doesn't seem that
Okay,
way. But
And
anyway,
I have zero interest in either one of them. One's built like an 11-year-old boy, and the other one has a touch of the egos.
Speaking of ego, Chris Jericho takes on Hook.
I just don't get it. Of what? Of what?
Oh, I
Honestly.
I have no idea. Actually,
Bad
I wish
hair?
I wish I. I wish I knew. I just don't. So I like Britt Baker to win. But Chris Jericho and Hook. Last chance for Hook to win.
Jericho's got to start working in a t-shirt, man. I
Hi
love you.
guys.
Love you.
Hi guys. I fucking
love you. Please put on a shirt.
He looks like he's getting old. Yeah.
The learning tree is dying.
Yeah. It's rotting from within. Yeah. No. I agree. I agree with you there. That Jericho does look like he's aging a little bit. And if he
Touch
doesn't,
it Father Time.
FTW belt, it's for the world or what it's supposed to be. This is the Hook's last chance at this championship. So
Not real.
I mean, it is now. So,
Oh my god.
AEW says it's real, so it's fucking real. So
And I love Taz.
I love Taz. You
Love Taz.
should have left the belt in EC Dub.
Right.
But here we are. So yeah, Hook wins
I would
this.
love if he came
Hook
back
wins this.
to WWE.
I would love if Taz
oh my God,
is
bring him
involved
and
in the
Shivani.
finish.
Bring back him and Shivani.
You like Shivani?
Love Shivani.
He's another one who looks like he's bored out of his face.
Shivani was my guy on WCW.
Yeah, I know. I met Shivani down in fucking.
I met him backstage at
Sure.
what was it, Rampage?
Yeah.
And I looked like a homeless person. And not different than any other day that you guys see me. So.
That ought to put butts in the seats. I'll never forgive him for that. You fucked up Foley's fucking title. So yeah, I think Hook wins this thing just to get rid of Jericho. One match I am very interested in, to be honest, is the Young Bucks, the Acclaimed, and FTR triple threat for the tag team championship. Nothing would make me happier than to see Bowens and Caster win this thing across the pond on the biggest stage in front of 75, 80,000 people, however many people are going to be there.
I do have to go.
Okay, good. Good.
423.
Yeah, it's very fair. All right, let's go. Our patriarchy don't care. Bang, bang, hang, gang, bang. Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson for title versus career. Is it for Mr. Danielson?
It's over.
I think it is too.
Does not have a new contract.
And I think he's just his neck and his concussions and all this other shit.
He needs a new neck
He's got to go.
surgery.
He's got to go. He's got to stop and go kiss your family and live a life
1000% it.
and just Swerve. You're on a tear right now, so keep doing what you're doing. So yeah, that is AEW's All In. So shout out to All In for making history again, getting across the pond, doing the thing that they got to do. They always have great pay-per-views. I expect nothing short of that this week, this Sunday on pay-per-view. So
I'll just say this. I wish they don't rush their talent.
what do you mean by that?
They rush Jade. They're rushing Hook.
Let him develop a little bit longer.
develop a
Yeah,
little longer.
I can get on that. But
Hook
yeah,
has people behind him, obviously, right? Imagine if he can back it up a little bit better.
I wholeheartedly agree. But yeah, that'll do it. It's All In this week. Very excited about that. Very excited for Roman Reigns and the return and how they continue that storyline on SmackDown. We'll see what happens there.
I wasn't here. Is there any reason? What was the deal with the fucking futalata?
The beads, I call them. I don't even know what they're
Okay,
called.
so the lays.
Yeah, the harder lays. They're like shells.
Why did he look like he was having like an orgasmic?
Oh, when he was putting it on him, and then yeah. I don't know. Look,
What is did the power just change?
Yeah, the power. And he had it on for about 8 seconds, and then here comes Jacob Fatu, bang with the boot and the kisser.
Oh my God!
But yeah, listen, that storyline will forever have me hooked on SmackDown on Friday nights. That's just the way it is. And Heyman said it on the panel at Fanatics Fest that they're still in the third inning of this story. So it's like, man, oh man, what do they got in store? I cannot wait to see what they develop with the bloodline. And Heyman hasn't even showed face yet on TV yet. So I'm excited about that. We talked about it last week, how I would
can't
want
wait
Brock.
to see him back on TV.
Me too, man. And crazy enough, the last time he was on TV, we saw him.
Yes.
Get put through a fucking table at Madison Square Garden, which he explains to Sam Roberts why he had to do, or not Sam, yeah, it might have been Sam Roberts, yes. So anyway, that'll do it. Payne's got to go protect and serve. Dave Sturchio, Chris Payne, Tommy D on
28
vacation.
more days.
Yeah, I thought that was not a thing anymore.
I'm just gonna run with it for now.
Okay. So congratulations to Chris Payne on his retirement and/or not retirement. September 21st. Ferryhawks.com. Get your tickets for KnuckleBRAWL. We're announcing one more match. The girls' match was just announced last night. They're very excited about that. Everybody's excited about that. Instagram blew up.
It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be great. Another backdrop of we had the Atlantic Ocean first. Now we get the Hudson and the New York fucking skyline. I can't wait.
The
dirty ass bodies that you're going to find in the fucking Hudson.
It's going to be like Gotham City with just like the green smoke in the background.
Jesus Christ. It's going to look like Arkham Asylum.
Yep,
All right,
absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen, that is the show. We will see you guys next week on The Fight Factory.